front men, and Sterling checks in trouble, and it's Jefferson puts it away.
Living reflections from a dream.
You're right, guys, and welcome to episode 16 of the Frangerine Dream with me, Bacon Francakes, making bacon Francakes. Get some bacon and I'll put it in a Francake. How are you? Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, thank you if you get that reference, but please send me your suggestions for these names, because I don't want to drop the bit. I like the bit that I do at the start of the show where I give you some fucking weird name with Fran in it, but I'm running on empty. Bacon Francakes is what it's come to. Anyway, Blackpool are unbeaten. What do you think about that? 6 games played, 4 games won, 2 games drawn, and we have got 14 points, level with Luton and Millwall, and just 2 points behind Reading. So not bad at all. And the 2 matches we're playing today, AFC Wimbledon at home, which should be a win. Just straight into it, straight into jinx in the fucking match. AFC Wimbledon, we should really be beating them at home. And then newly promoted Colchester United will be the second game of the match, and Colchester United are the team that we beat last season in the playoff final. So reunited, but will it feel so good? Oh, this is a weird start. This is a really weird start. Let me show you some stuff. So a few bits of news. Firstly, we have lost William's son. Well, I say we lost him, we gave him away. William's son moved to Doncaster Rovers for a free. He was complaining just before the season started, I think it was, weirdly enough, that he wasn't getting enough first team football, and I just let him go because, to be honest, I loved having a player called William's son. I really did, but he's a centre back. He can play defensive mid, but he's a centre back. He's 5'10". He's not that good at marking or heading. He's a bit just below our level at everything. So I wish William's son all the luck in the world, but I maintain it was the right decision. He has moved on to Doncaster Rovers, and I'm sure we'll see him again at some point. Donny will come good. They'll start rising through the leagues again. Another one that has bit the dust is Richard Baldwin. Well, I say bit the dust. What I actually mean is that he's got to move to a bigger club. Oh, that's a bit controversial actually, isn't it? That's Blackburn. Not a bigger club, a club that are higher in the footballing pyramid than Blackpool are. So, might have dropped myself in it there. But yeah, we let him move to Blackburn for 450 grand, plus obviously 50% off the next transfer. I think he played once on a video. He played once as a cam, I think as a shadow striker, and had a pretty decent shot towards the top corner, but it was saved, if I remember correctly. But yeah, to be honest, I've just not really seen it. I've just not really seen the value in him, and Blackburn obviously have. So fair play. Good luck to Richard Baldwin. But yeah, he is a Blackburn Rovers player now. But we have made 2 very good signings. I can assure you of that. We have made 2 signings. They are both full internationals, full British internationals. One is a former Blackpool player, technically. He had a loan spell to Blackpool from Liverpool when they went back down to the Championship, and he made 6 appearances, so technically he's a former Blackpool player. It's the new number 6, it's Danny Bloody Wilson, taking the place of William's son as a competitor at centre-back. And to be fair, he is much better. He is 6'2". He's left-footed, so another left-footed centre-back, that is good. He's got good heading, marking, passing, tackling, and first touch. He's a good ball-playing defender, very determined, good mental stats in general, good leader as well, and excellent physical stats. So yeah, very excited to have Scotland international Danny Wilson on board. And the other signing, I'm not going to tell you who he is, I'm going to show you who he is. Right, so this is the last match that we played. It's a 2-1 home win over Rochdale. So Potts has the ball. What can he do? He lays it off for someone. Fucking Aidan McGeady. Aidan McGeady. That's right. That's right. Aidan McGeady is now a Blackpool player. He, like Danny Wilson, I forgot to mention, he was also a free agent. They were both free agents. And he's already fucking declining. Do you know the worst thing about this trend where I show you my new signings and they're all fucking declining? The worst thing is, I only ever see it when I'm actually filming it. I swear to God, I can like switch this recording off and go on McGeady's profile and he will be fine. He'll be improving, if anything. But the minute I'm filming and I go on him, he's fucking declining. But it's Aidan McGeady. 90 caps for Ireland, 5 goals, read into that what you will. Former Celtic and Spartak Moscow hero, also former Everton player. And yeah, he's just, I mean, to be fair, he's made 2 sub appearances and 1 starting appearance, and on his starting appearance, on his full debut, he scored. So he's doing alright. He scored the winner as well. And he's equally adept on both wings. So not bad at all. He is on a pretty hefty wage by our standards. I think most players we've got are under 5k a week. So pretty hefty wage, but we've only got until the end of the year. We will renew his contract if we want to, but I have a sneaky suspicion that we won't. Yeah, Aidan McGeady, welcome to Blackpool, mate. And I'll now show you why we brought in Aidan McGeady. Because of this shit. Because of this. In the space of about a week this was. Sammy Amiobi's out. He's out for 5 to 7 weeks. Matty Kennedy's still out for a couple of weeks. And Owen Jones is out for about 3 to 5 weeks. So yeah, they've all been injured pretty much since I last saw you. Which has been annoying. But we've got by, obviously. So I'll just catch you up. So Northampton were the last game that we played on video. Owen Jones and Cal Dempsey getting us the goals there. We then went to Reading, who are currently top of the league, and we got a 0-0 draw, pretty respectable. Then we played Burton at home and won 4-2. Hell of a game, but that is when Sammy Amiobi got injured. We then scraped a win against Bury, Cal Dempsey getting that goal as well. Cal Dempsey is on fucking fire, by the way. We then went to Oldham, who are a League 2 team in the Checkatrade Trophy. We played a B team, well, sort of a B team. It was a bit half and half, but yeah, we played a not completely full strength team and went out on penalties. I say went out, we're still in the actual cup, so be right. And as I say, we just won 2-1 at home against Rochdale. So we're doing pretty well. So let's get into it. AFC Wimbledon and Colchester. But it is AFC Wimbledon first, and they have got Ross Turnbull in their net. Yadom Poole. Oh, Regan Poole. On loan from QPR. Okay. His career's taken a weird turn. Reader Johnson or Roger Johnson? Reader Johnson. And Marshall. Don't give a shit about you, Marshall. Sorry, mate. They have got Wilson, Reeves, Wordsworth, Anthony Wordsworth. He is one to keep an eye on today. He can take a free kick, I know that much. And Harrison is the left winger for them, with Taylor and Healy up front. Reece Healy and Lyle Taylor. And they are both pretty nippy, those strikers. So I am going to be wary of the counter-attack today. I need to make some changes, actually. But yeah, we are going to be wary of the counter-attack because they have some serious pace on them. Our lineup today, we've got Hogard in net, Hodgson, Aldred, Kigbu and Higham across the back. Because I just played Josh Tyman in a game about 2 days ago and he's a bit knackered. We've got Michael Caine and Brad Potts in the centre of midfield. And Michael Caine was actually dropped for the last match. I dropped him for Mark Topley. Mark Topley got his full debut for Blackpool because Caine just hasn't been in great form. And the front four are Aidan McGeady following up his fantastic full debut. Kyle Dempsey, Billy Clark and Danny Philliskirk. Yep, show me what you can do to keep our run going, not including cup matches. And we're not going to be attacking today, we are going to be on control for the start of it. And I'm going to tell Higham and Hodgson to go into support. Billy Clark, he goes past one, He loses it to that same one after he stops. Good. Wilson to Reeves. Reeves puts it through, but Aldred's there. Aldred's sweeping up and he puts it through for Billy Clark on the left wing. Billy Clark. Go on, mate. Billy Clark gets a good crossing. Danny Philliskirk's there. And Danny Philliskirk makes it 1-0 to Blackpool. Good lad. Billy Clark lost it and it threatened to be a counter-attack, but Aldred played it onto the left wing for Billy Clark, who drilled it into the near post, and Danny Philliskirk was there to slot the ball home. Excellent. Excellent start to this video. I'm feeling good. Lee Hodson's throw. He's thrown it away. He's caught Dwight Tiendali syndrome. Michael Caine to Brad Potts to Kyle Dempsey. Michael Caine. Aidan McGeady. Danny Philliskirk. Clark's offside. He wanders back on though. Clark now. Clark has a shot. It's blocked. It comes back from Michael Caine. Now Brad Potts. Billy Clark. Michael Caine. This is patient play. Kyle Dempsey. Potts. Someone gets a brilliant tackle in. Reeves. That was a great tackle. It's now with Higham on the left wing to Brad Potts. Michael Caine. Have a go. Have a go. Kyle Dempsey. Have a go. Back to Caine. Why doesn't anyone want to shoot? Michael Caine. McGeady will shoot. What a ball. Billy Clark. A header is what we had at the end of that move. A bloody header from wide left. Oh, I'm going to tell him to shoot on sight, because that was really disappointing. I think we could have had a wonder goal there. Right, we are approaching half hour, and there is another highlight. Brad Potts to Michael Caine. Danny Philliskirk plays it through for Billy Clark. Billy Clark gets his goal this time. It's 2-0 for Blackpool. And they're making it look easy. Have Wimbledon had a sniff? That's what we want to know. They have not even slightly. And look at this, brilliant little ball through from Philliskirk, disguised it well, and Billy Clark was left with a simple finish at the near post. And just after the half hour, there was another highlight, and Hogard comes out and boots the ball away, which is unusual. He was in his own area, he could have picked it up, but I don't particularly mind because we're in possession. Luke Higham, Brad Potts, Billy Clark, here we go. Here we go, Luke Higham, Brad Potts, Michael Caine, Kyle Dempsey, looks for the through ball of Philliskirk, but he belted it at his arse, which just isn't a good strategy ever in football, I don't think. And now, now Wimbledon are coming forward, Wordsworth to Wilson, Anthony Wordsworth, plays a good ball through for Yadom, crosses it in and Taylor's there. Lyle Taylor got in at the near post, has pulled one back for Wimbledon. It was a great ball by Wordsworth to release Yadom. Great little ball across to the near post, and Taylor took it home. I think, by the looks of it, near post crosses are definitely the way to go this match. I think they're pretty strong in this version of FM anyway, but yes, this match in particular, they look quite strong. Clark's long ball, Michael Caine. Brilliant. And another great ball, not quite though. Regan Poole gets it away, but Clark puts it back down the wing for Philliskirk. Now it's Higham, now it's Billy Clark, Brad Potts, Michael Caine. What can he do? Harrison gets in there and gets it away, but Ash Kigbu takes it down. Brilliant. Kigbu and Aldred, by the way, have been a fantastic pairing so far. Philliskirk to Billy Clark. He's been brought down by Regan Poole on the edge of the area. Is that going to be a yellow? That feels like a yellow. Oh, last chance before yellow. Kyle Dempsey steps up to hit the free kick. He hits it, it's deflected against the post, but Danny Philliskirk gets there. And it is 3-1 to the mighty Frangerine Dreamers. Danny Philliskirk playing his part by getting his second and third goals of the season. Excellent. I mean, none of our goals have been particularly special this match so far, but we've got 3 of them, so fuck it. Very pleased with all of that. I don't think there's any need to make any changes. Is there anyone we could give a run out to? No, I think we're going to leave it as it is. The strategy's worked well so far as well. They've been restricted to 3 shots, 2 of which have been on target. Right, another highlight brewing for Blackpool here. McGeady loses the ball, that's not great. Wordsworth to Healy. Harrison, long ball over the top, Aldred heads it back, Cal Dempsey flicks it on for Philliskirk, who takes it down well, plays it vaguely in the direction of Billy Clark, and he gets to it. Now it's Kyle Dempsey, Michael Caine, Danny Philliskirk. Oh, I thought he was going to play the killer ball through for number 20. Brad Potts, I think it is. Michael Caine looks for McGeady. AD McGeady. AD McGeady's made it 4-1. It is 2 goals in 2 for AD McGeady. Do you realise... I've only just noticed myself. Do you realise the fun names that we have on the wings? When everyone's fit now, we've got AD McGeady and Sammy Amiobi. If that's not a match made in fucking heaven, I don't know what is. Right, and we are changing back, because I've just seen that Wimbledon have gone to a 3-4-3, so we're going to change to a 5-4-1. So they have got a flat front 3 up front, so we will counter that with 3 centre-backs, and, yeah, full-backs on support, a ball winner, a box-to-boxer, and 2 attacking wingers. And I think I'll change Philliskirk, actually, to a false 9. But yeah, let's see this goal again. Michael Caine, brilliant ball through to AD McGeady, who just smashed it in at the near post again. A lot of near post finishes. So Danny Wilson making his video debut on for Billy Clark, who had a fine game today, by the way. That poor form of the end of last season has just melted away. Danny Wilson gets that corner away. Samuel crossed it back in. That's good ball. It's off the bar and it's somehow cleared. Oh, that wasn't nice. Oh, by the way, we are standard flexible as well. That's another change I made. And just no team instructions. We're just playing very normally. But we seem to be inviting a bit of pressure on. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on Mark Topley, the young defensive midfielder. He's going to come on for Michael Caine and take the ball-winning midfielder role while Dempsey takes the box-to-box role. And I'm also bringing on Keith McMullen, who has pretty much been injured since I last seen you as well as all the wingers. As well as literally all of the wingers that we had. And he's going to come on for Danny Philliskirk and just be he's going to be an attacking midfielder on attack. The furthest man forward. We're going strikerless. And we're also going defensive. Just to see the clock out. But I think that that's going to be all she wrote. Oh, there is a booking. Keith McMullen. Back with a bang. It's a long ball forward. Kigboo heads it back. Harrison's coming forward with it, but he's not going to have time to do anything at all. Oh, he gets it to Samuel, but that's it. 4-1. A nice little 4-1 win against Wimbledon. So, excellent stuff. And that moves us top of the league. I weren't even thinking about that, but we have moved top of the league because Reading lost to Swindon. Awesome. So, there is now only us and Bolton who are unbeaten in this league. There is just one more potential saviour to our winger crisis. If for some reason McGeady weren't able to play, or we just wanted to, bring McGeady off for someone, there is this lad called Matt Nolan, who is a right back or right winger or striker. His attributes aren't great, but he's been putting in pretty decent performances for the under-23s. And he's actually a Blackpool lad. He's come through our academy, so we might give him a chance. He did very well in the latest under-23 match as well. Got a 9 rating, player of the match, and scored a goal. But this young man got injured in that match. Unlucky, my friend. Right then, it is the match against Colchester United, and I'm betting that Colchester aren't too happy with Blackpool. I'm betting they've got some demons that they want to put to rest against Blackpool. So we might be in for a pretty tough time today. They might be really up for this match. The lineups are as follows. Colchester have Davies in goal, Lloyd Doyley, Tom Eastman, Oren Jackson. Oren Jackson, has he actually moved there? Oh no, he's on loan from NK Dons. And Winter across the back. They've got Slater and Dunn in the centre, and Wright, Schmodix, I remember that name, Schmodix and Newble behind Johnston. Which Johnston's that? Denny Johnston. Do not know that name. The mighty Blackpool, on the other hand. They've got Hogard in goal, Lee Hodson, Tom Aldred, Ash Kigboo and Josh Timon across the back. Back in for Luke Higham. We have got Michael Caine and Brad Potts in the centre, and we have got Adi McGeady, Cal Dempsey and Billy Clark behind Danny Philliskirk. So what I could have said is we've got the exact same squad, but Timon is in and Higham is out. A couple of changes on the bench as well. I have actually brought in Matt Nolan, that young right back, right winger and striker, so he might make his Blackpool debut today. And no, in fact that's the only change on the bench. So let's get into it. Only 3.5 minutes in and a highlight is brewing. Michael Caine on the ball, Adi McGeady. Lovely ball through. No, it wasn't. Strike that from the record, because that was a shit ball through. Done tackles Caine. I'm losing faith in Michael Caine. It's not really a big problem at the minute, but he's not been good so far. It's really weird. Billy Clark on the left wing, cross it in. It's away by Tom Eastman as far as Josh Timon. Now it's Michael Caine. Michael Caine to Adi McGeady. Puts it through for Lee Hodson. Hodson puts it across for Billy Clark. And Billy Clark makes it 1-0. Let's have another look at that. McGeady put it through for Hodson. I thought Hodson was going to score his first Blackpool goal, but he chipped it across unselfishly. And kind of wrongly, in my opinion, because that was not a good cross. But Billy Clark finished it anyway. So we are all happy. And there's another highlight starting. Johnston, who seems to be a big target man, to Schmodix to right. Right, cross it into the far post. Newball's there. Oh. And Newball's equalised. Frank Newball. Is it Newball? Noble? I'm going to call him Newball. Schmodix, good ball onto the right wing for Wright, who got his cross into the far post, and Newball was there. The finish was pretty much carbon copy. How's it going? We are winning the stat war, even though they've had a clear-cut chance and we haven't. I do this every now and again, and it doesn't really tend to work. Just for the last 4 minutes of the half, I'm going to put us on overload. Just see if it catches them by surprise. We have got a highlight. Well, someone has. Billy Clark. Billy Clark's put it in the top corner. Billy fucking Clark. Well, that worked a fucking treat, didn't it? Drop him back to control now. Drop him back. As I say, I do that every now and again, and it never has any effect. And seconds after I say that, Billy Clark just smashes it into the top corner. Fantastic. He's enjoying a new lease of life on the left wing there. He's not in his so-called... For fuck's sake, it's 2-all. Right, well, do you know what happens then? We go back onto overload, because fuck you. Sammy Schmodix pegs us back immediately. That has been a problem, actually. That has been a problem. We had it happen in the playoff semi-final, first leg I think it was, where they scored immediately after we did, and it happened in the match before I started this video as well, the one against Rochdale. It happened and then we scored, and they immediately scored afterwards, and it's just happened now. It's not a good pattern. I don't know if the squad's like concentration levels are low, or they've just got weird personalities. They're not looking complacent or anything. They're looking motivated. I don't know. I genuinely I've no idea what I can do to stop that happening. Maybe drop us to defend every time we score a goal, but that seems a bit of a Jose Mourinho move. So not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to tell them they were unlucky, because they were, to be fair. And I'll stick us back on attacking. Another highlight brewing though. Kigboo. Ash Kigboo. To Brad Potts. Everyone's in the Colchester half. Ash Kigboo. Tom Aldred. Michael Caine. Look for the through ball there. Danny Philliskirk. To Adi McGeady. Oh, it's a good stop from Davies in the goal. I thought it was going to be 3-3. I really did. For Adi McGeady. But no. Highlights carrying on though. Hodson throws it to McGeady, who crosses it in. It's away as far as Potts, who hits the post. Potts again. Brad Potts makes it 3-2. And look at this. Since I last checked these match stats, the game has swung wildly in our favour. Colchester have done fuck all apart from score a goal, and we've had like 20 fucking shots. And we have 20 minutes to go and we're still on attacking, so something needs to change. I think I'm going to clear all instructions and set us to standard. And let's just go to the 4-4-1-1. There we go. So we'll have Clark just behind Danny Philliskirk. Potts and McGeady on the wings. Kane and Dempsey in the middle. Easy. Easy, easy. And just try and kill the game off a little bit. In fact, Brad Potts is struggling a little bit. Can we bring... Oh, we can bring someone on, can't we? We can bring on Matt Nolan, who annoyingly can't just play right mid. He can play right wing or right back. Fuck it. Go on, mate. He's not going to do his thing, though, because this is going to be the end of the match. Unless there's a last goal. Which there's not. 3-2. Very good. Very good. 2 wins out of 2, then. That's not bad at all. And a debut, a bit of a quiet debut for Matt Nolan. He looked nervous, now he looks extremely delighted. But yeah, blooded another young player into the squad. Excellent. So hopefully much more of him and Mark Topley to come. And what's his name? Is it Kelly? It is. It's Connor Kelly. Yeah, he's the other one I was thinking of. So we've got 3 good young talents in the mix as well. And let's not forget young players like Ash Kigbu, who's only 19. Yeah, he's only 19. Josh Tymon's only 19 as well. Yeah. Yeah, so some good young players coming through here. Very happy, and very happy with 6 points. I'm very happy with top of the league. So I'm over the fucking moon at the minute. This has gone brilliantly. I tell you what, we've not done for a while. We've probably not done this since the Sheffield FC days. I'm going to look at social media. Oh, I agree with Mike Pennock here. What a career debut that was from Matt Nolan. Hashtag Nolan, hashtag Blackpool. What a debut. 15 quiet minutes. Right. I was thinking of just cutting this bit out entirely because it's just all the usual shit. Just like, oh yeah, he was average. Oh, I thought he was shit. Then someone said, the perfect game of football should always end 0-0. A match like that just means the game plans haven't worked. And it's talking about the 3-2 that we just played against Colchester. Just arsehole, hipster. This guy, this lady, Melanie Hinchcliffe, says, can't wait to watch that match again on one of those nostalgia football shows in 20 years' time. Just watch it now. Someone will be showing it. You can stream this shit on the internet nowadays. It'll be somewhere up in the cloud, won't it? It'll be knocking about, Mel. Go and fucking find it. Go and Google something for once in your life, Mel. Don't wait till you're not knocking on heaven's door, Mel. But yeah, apart from that, it's all the same old shit, really, in social media. Good feature, though. I do like the social media this year. But anyway, guys, that is where I'm going to leave this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. We've got bloody 6 points out of 6. We're still unbeaten. We're top of the league. And look at this little battle that's emerging here, by the way. I said last episode that there's going to be competition for the number 10 spot between Billy Clark and Cal Dempsey. They've both got 4 goals each so far. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, please remember to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying this series, if you're looking forward to seeing more from the 3rd season of this series. Also, if you want to leave a comment with any feedback, that would be awesome. Especially give me names that I can use at the start of these episodes because I am running thin on them. And also, if you've not already, go and check out Freddie Adu's York save, where he's into the 2nd season. It's a very good watch. Go and watch it. But apart from all that, I will see you next time. Bye.